Buckle up, sports fanatics. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, your HQ for in-depth sports talk. Join host Kevin L. Warren and crew as they dissect the hottest stories, ignite debates, and bring you closer to the action. From locker room whispers to expert takes, we cover it all. It's game time, so strap in and grab a drink. The Sports Chasers Podcast starts right now.
Yo, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday to everybody. Hope everybody's having a great weekend and great Labor Day weekend, man. This is the Sports Chasers Podcast, man, coming to you. We're not live, man, but we're doing a recorded session here on a Sunday morning, August 31st, 2025, man. We're talking baseball tonight. Baseball this morning, I should say. Baseball is on tap. The wild card race is about to intensify. Hey, my Yankees, 7 in a row. I mean, we played but
they back.
Yeah.
They're
getting some pitching now and some timely hitting, man. Al, what's up, man? Good morning, Al. MLB correspondent there, contributor. What's going on? How's it going, man? How are you doing on this Sunday?
Good morning, man. Hey, I'm highly favored, highly blessed, man. Glad to be here.
What's up, man? DA, I'm
How
good,
y'all
man.
doing?
DA, what's up, brother? How are you tonight? Today, I should say, sir.
Just like Al. I'm not as highly flavored and blessed, but I'm trying to trying. We're working on it.
Yeah, we're definitely working on it, man. So, like I said, the MLB races, it's August. The dog days is over. September is tomorrow. And, hey, it's time to dig into it. Yo, shout out to the Kansas City Royals, man, who was man. You want to start off with them, Al? Let's talk about the Royals, man, how they have came back.
They had fault, man. But they only 2 games out the wild card, 8.5 out the Central. The Central's done. But at the end of the day, you 2 games back of the wild card. Like you just mentioned, September, tomorrow's Labor Day. This is where you want to be. You want to be in striking distance in Labor Day. You got 1 month left. What 30 games basically left. They on Seattle heels too, and they chirping at the bit, man. Seattle, they going through a rough patch. And last 10 they. They 4-6 in their last 10. And Kansas City haven't been really, blowing it out the water. They just been kind of steady. They 5-5 playing 500 ball, but I think Seattle is kind of teetering right now, man. And it's surprising to me because at one point I thought Seattle, and they still could be. I mean, it's like you say, you got 30 games. I still think they're dangerous. If they make it, which I think they still will make the playoffs, but I think they'll get everything, turned in the right direction. But yeah, tip my hat to Kansas City, man, for hanging in there because I thought it was over. I thought the season was a wrap, to be honest with you.
Nah, I definitely thought so too, and like you said, they've been creeping. They've been getting the pitching definitely for them. I think, in my opinion, and they're just staying right there, man. Let's go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead. You good?
Seattle has like 2 more with Cleveland, and then it's Tampa Bay, and then it's Atlanta. So they could.
I mean, yeah, they got the best team with all those matchups, but they're not playing their best.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, they got the team to beat all of the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. But
that's baseball, man.
That's baseball.
Yeah, that's baseball. Not anybody, but majority of any team can get hot and 8, 9, 10, run off 9, 10 in a row. But they need it right now because Kansas City don't look like they're moving. They don't look like they're going anywhere. I mean, the bats of Kansas City is what I'm concerned about. Outside of Bobby Witt, man, it's just like I ain't too confident in the other bats. Bobby Witt is going to be Bobby Witt. But the pitching, like you mentioned, Kev, is that's the highlight of their team.
Gotcha. Let's talk about the Yankees, man. The Yankees, like I was stated in my opening intro, 7 in a row. It helps when you play people like teams like the White Sox.
Sox.
Who have been a dumpster fire the last couple of years. Your thoughts
The Nationals.
The Nationals. Yeah. So sometimes bad teams get things right, and the Yankees just manhandled the Nationals during that series in the Bronx, and now they're doing it to the White Sox. Your thoughts on the Yankees and how this is going?
I think it's good, man. I was just taking a jab at it, but you have to beat teams like that, man. You have to, especially in the pennant race. You know what I mean? The crazy thing about it, the White Sox and the Nationals, they could get you. Like we just mentioned, any team can get high. You know what I mean? So I know the record looked like, okay, of course, the Yankees are supposed to beat them, which is actually true. But at the end of the day, and when they was in a slump, the White Sox and the Nats would have got them. So at the end of the day, it's a good sign. I think what's an encouraging sign is AaronJudge, man. He's starting to get hot now. You know what I mean? I was concerned with that him coming off that injury with that elbow, and when he came back from the injury, it didn't look like he was, the old AaronJudge that we know of. But now he's starting like he's coming into form, coming around at the right time. It's like we mentioned, Labor Day's tomorrow, September's here. Playoffs, October is right around the corner. So this is when you want them to feel like, feel good again. Stanton has been good, like everything's starting to look like it's coming into place with the Yankees, and Toronto, man. I'm gonna be honest, I thought Toronto was gonna win this division.
They came back to earth.
They came back to earth, man. Like they last 10, they playing 500 ball. Yankees, the one like you mentioned, 7 in a row, man. So here we go. This is what you want.
But
go ahead.
Our next 8, the Yankees have one more. Get the White Sox 31st. Then Houston, and then Toronto. So we'll see what's really good.
Oh, the Toronto series is the pivotal one because the Yankees don't fare well. They can't beat their own division.
Yeah.
They struggling in the division. Boston got a winning record over them. Obviously, Toronto have to, and it's not just a winning record. It's a demanding record.
Yes,
like,
sure.
Yeah, they are dragging the Yankees. Everybody in the division. So this is a pivotal series I think that Houston always get the Yankees wrong.
Always to the American League.
Yeah. So you're right. You're right about that, D. So today's a key game to win. Go ahead and sweep the White Sox. Go ahead and win 8 row. And then those next 2 series coming up, man, with Houston and Toronto this first week of September.
And then they got the Tigers, out, and the Red Sox thereafter.
Yeah. It's a tough stretch coming up.
It's a tough. Max said, "Don't be trouble."
But I believe in. I think when you play teams like the White Sox and the Nats, man, it builds your confidence. You get your swing right. I mean, it's baseball. It's not like football. It ain't like they. In the physical combat. So it's getting the swing right, man. Getting your confidence up. I think the way Jazz is hitting the ball right now is Jazz balling. Jazz surprising me, man. Jazz on the clips against 30 home runs, and that's. I mean, I know the short porch and right helps, but it's still an impressive
feat. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I really
got me thinking. I hope he ain't like my man Brady Anderson. So I'm like, hey.
No, he ain't that. Jazz ain't got nothing. No, Jazz ain't know nothing. Jazz good, but they still got an issue at short, but we done spoke to that,
Well, the manager, Boom, benched him. I want to say,
a few times.
The National Series, man, and I think going back, like I said, we have touched that ad nauseum the few times you've been on there. I think they should have They probably, and they're not going to do it now. They probably should have sent them back down to AAA, man.
Probably.
Yeah, it's over now. You only got one more week of AAA ball left. So
it's crazy though. Like
that,
I am almost sure that in my reading, the Yankees got a shortstop down in AAA that they should have brought up.
He's just not ready. He's just not ready.
I still have brought just way back in the dog days and just see what he had, man. I guess like you said, I would assume the youngster's not ready, but the reality is
He's not ready. That you don't want to. That you don't want to get his clock started too early.
He a bad boy down there, though.
Then yeah.
That's.
But no, they're on, man. They right behind it. This is gonna be a pivotal week for them. The Red Sox is staying pace with them. Like it's a great battle, man. The Red Sox and the Yankees. I think, in my personal opinion, I still think Toronto somehow is going to etch out and win this division. And then I think the Red Sox and the Yankees will be playing each other in the wild card. That 3-game set in the wild card. That's my personal opinion. That's what I want to see, probably more than anything. But yeah, I think that's what's going to happen.
Gotcha. Let me dip back over to the National League real quick. The Dodgers and the Padres, they ended up the season series at a dead heat. Your thoughts on the Dodgers and Padres, which is
it's a battle, man. This is all, man. This is great for TV, man. When the Dodgers play the Padres, man, it's must watch TV. On paper, of course, the Dodgers got a better team, right? But it's just something about the Padres, man. They big boys step up in the big moments. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about Tatis, I'm talking about Machado. If it's a big moment, they step up. They don't shy away from the pressure, man. The pitching has been good. They one game out now, right? I think they one game out. They don't see each other no more this year. That's the issue I have.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah. That's it for them. But I wish I understand they be trying to, have divisional matchups later in the year, but for whatever reason, the schedule makers, I don't know why they always include. I know it's the rival of San Francisco and the Dodgers, but now that you got to remove that, in my opinion, it's more San Diego, LA now. That San Francisco Giants and Dodgers, I know that's a historic rivalry, but that's kind of that took a back seat now, man. You got to go more modern in the modern day game of the Padres and the Dodgers, man. I think the schedule makers need to start, making sure that the Dodgers and the Padres play each other in the month of September, because they're going to be there every single year, in my opinion.
Yeah. And
but it's a great race, though, man. But go ahead. Sorry.
I think they could definitely move that because and one thing too is that the Padres really don't like the Dodgers. There's there's beef there. I don't know if there's beef from the Dodgers going back, but I know that Machado be ready to get in with them dudes. Really
the wild thing though, it's the cities don't really like each other. The cities look down amongst each other. Yeah. That's the crazy thing. And I think the teams,
trip walking at the game.
I could tell you from experience 2 years ago when I went to Petco Park when I was in San Diego hanging out, and I saw all those Dodgers fans and saw, they saying, yo, F you, and the Padres fans is going back, yo, this is our place and all that stuff. And of course, in the first inning, what happens? I think what was the first baseman at the time for the Dodgers? He got brushed back, and
Freeman,
and this is before Freddie got there.
Okay, gotcha.
And the bench is cleared, and they didn't fight, but a little bit pushing and shoving.
Yeah, a little pushing. Yeah.
I said, man, I fell right into the right game being here in San Diego, Padres and Giants, and sat right behind the home plate in the mezzanine section, and I had great seats. But like you said, man, the schedule makers need to get it right. And yes, we know historically the Giants and the Dodgers going back to the days of when they played in Brooklyn and then in New York. But yeah, I think because now I just looked at the Dodgers schedule. The Dodgers play the Giants, of course, 6 more times, and they scheduled it out.
Always.
Yeah.
Always. I don't get it.
Yeah. And I mean, we'll get to the realignment aspect because we wanted to talk about that this morning with you, Al. But being that they have to play everybody, that kind of reduced the games. Because remember, before they used to play, I think everybody in the same division, in their division, 18 times. Mm-hmm. And people started crying about that. Oh my God, it's just way too many times to play each other. But now this is what you got. And unfortunately, like you said, August and the Dodgers and Padres do not play one another no more. So
that's it.
That's
it. Dodgers got Arizona. They got Arizona, Pittsburgh, and the Orioles. So
Yeah, they fine.
Yeah,
they should fare pretty well. I would.
Then the Rockies, and then they got the Giants. Then they got the Phillies, and then the Giants again. The Diamondbacks, and then they finish playing the Mariners away.
Yeah,
be a very good series. Mariners could be locked into some kind of both of those teams.
Mm-hmm.
That could be some implication for them, man. Let's talk about the Milwaukee Brewers. Al, the beat keeps on going for them. Your thoughts on the Milwaukee Brewers?
Man, what can you say, man? Like it's phenomenal. Christian Yelich obviously is I ain't gonna say, well, he is a superstar, former MVP, so he got to get the label of a superstar. The pitching is ridiculous, man. The pitching is ridiculous. The just the small things, the details, man. They make sure everything is precise. Like they pay attention to everything. Small ball, hit and run, base stealing, running the bases properly. Everything is just good baseball. It's not the long ball. They don't go by. It doesn't matter if they hit a home run or 2 home runs over the weekend. It doesn't matter. They still can sweep you. The pitching, like I say, the bullpen, the back end of the bullpen has been great. The starters has been phenomenal. Man, it's nothing you can say about it. It's just good baseball. Only thing with Milwaukee that you're concerned about is, are they a regular season team? And me saying that is because, in the postseason, man, it started to get a little tighter. And what I mean by that, it's not a lot of runs that's scored in the postseason. And that long ball usually be the defining game changer. Last year when they played the Mets in the wild card, Alonso, the long ball, that was it. And then if that small ball works, I don't know the reason behind it, but they do work. It's more effective in the regular season than it is in the postseason. Postseason, you need that long ball because you're playing against the best pitchers on each roster. So you rarely getting a lot of traffic on the bases. So therefore, the bunting over and all that it's not there for you. It needs. You need to hit doubles. You need to hit the long ball. You need to get triples here and there. But butting over usually doesn't work in the postseason because the pitching is so good. And that's my concern about Milwaukee. But in regular season right now, there's nothing I can say. I mean, they're the best team in baseball. But I don't know if it's going to be, the same effect they have in the regular season right now. I don't think they're going to be that effective in the postseason, in my opinion. But I mean, they could prove me wrong. They don't prove me wrong so far. So it wouldn't surprise me.
Gotcha. Let's talk about the other division leaders, the Philadelphia Phillies. Kyle Schwarber the other night. What was that, Tuesday night?
4 home run night. Yeah.
Your thoughts on the Phillies, man? And I think we talked about them last time you was on. How I was going to say the Eagles. The Phillies need to make the World Series this year. I think, in my opinion, man.
I agree. I think the Weaver injury hurt them, man. It hurt baseball, like I said. We spoke on it. We spoke on it the last time we was on, and we didn't get the full diagnosis of it. But since then, we know he's had season-ending surgery. So I think that hurts, man. I mean, I still think they have enough pitching with Sanchez and Nola's back, Suarez, etc. But man, Weaver was the one. Weaver was the ace. Weaver was the one every series, game 1 who was who was on the bump.
Yep.
If it was a game 5 needed or if it was a game 7 needed, you knew who was taking the ball on the bump. You know what I mean? And he was the one. And I'm not saying that Sanchez is not great or even good, but he's just having a phenomenal season. Sanchez is what I'm speaking of. But Weaver, it was consistent year after year after year. I know what it was, and I don't know if Sanchez can perform under the pressure.
Yeah,
like Weaver. Yeah, that's my only concern. But outside of that, man, Schwarber, the 4 home runs, Schwarber might be in the lead for the MVP guys. To be honest with you, in the NL.
Yeah. I say that now, right?
Yeah. He might be in the league. I mean, no, I know Otani's there, but I think Schwarber might be in the league for the NL, man. I know he a DH, but like we spoke before, Ohtani is basically a DH now. I mean, he's not
Yeah.
faring too well on the bump right now. So it's almost a DH going to DH. You can't throw in Ohtani pitching stats this year. They not blowing you away in no means. So that's what I'm saying. This is about who's doing well in the box, and I think Schwarber might be in the league, man.
I think Ohtani got his first victory the other night.
Right.
If I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Yeah. So
because in the past they could always not saying he's not a great hitter, because obviously he's a great hitter, Ohtani, but
100%.
they always justify the MVP because if you throw in his starting pitching number, it's like, okay, well, he got it. It's obvious, you know. Yeah. But now you couldn't do it this year, so that's why I'm leaning towards Schwarber, man. To be honest with you.
So right now, as of October 31st, if you had a vote, you would for Kyle Schwarber.
I'm going Kyle Schwarber. He's man, that dude, man.
Dog,
he clutch, man.
It looked, and it just looked like he was hitting batting practice the other night when I was watching. I was like,
he would be the greatest softball player in the world.
Yeah.
He looked like a softball player, man. He's out there to do damage. He's out there to cause damage, man. He's not out there to hit singles. He's not trying to. He's up there to cause. You know, when they interview hitters after the game, he's like, well, I was just trying to get a good ball to swing at. No, he's up there to cause damage. Yeah. And that's what he did. Yeah.
He's swinging like Jim Tomey out there.
So. Man, a great softball player. That's what they would do.
Philly does have Milwaukee this week.
That's gonna be a good series, man.
That's gonna be a good series to watch, fans. And after that, then it's, who let the Mariners next after that? So
yeah,
they're gonna play some
good week for him, man.
For sure.
It's a good week for him. We're gonna see what I'm surprised. Well, we spoke on it, but I think the Mets, man. The Mets was coming. It was right there.
Yes.
Well, go ahead. You can start it. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that the Mets is coming. They got two people. There was a pitcher. I'll bring his name up, man. He pitched the other night, and I think he has not let up a run in like 9 innings. Mm-hmm. I'll get his names real quick. But I was watching that game the other night with the Mets. Go ahead, talk about the Mets before I bring my man's name up.
Yeah, they swept Phillies last week, So I was like, oh, here we go. Like, here come the Mets. And then now you playing the Marlins and you're struggling. So you don't feel all the way back to 6 again. And so I think this Marlins series has hurt them. I know they play them again. I know they play Philly again. I think, and they play in Citizen. They play Citizen Bank. So that's a different. Phillies have a problem playing in Citi Field. For whatever reason, they can't win in Citi Field. But it's not the same when they go to Philly. So, and I think they last series. Go ahead.
It's September 8th through the 11th.
Is it at Philly?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when So I think that's gonna be the deciding factor. I think it's already over, to be honest with you. I think the Philly gonna come. I think this week was a bad week for the Mets. This Marlins series hurt them, but
I found my name, Nolan McClain. They was making saying that he was Nolan Ryan, but Nolan McClain. They said another his last 3 games he's 3-0 with a .89 ERA. He pitched 20 innings against the Phillies. He was he pitched 8, and I watched that game. He was 8 innings. He allowed only 4 hits, and he struck out 6. Yeah, that's 6. And he got a standing ovation when he left. When the manager, those winning, came and got him from the bump, man. And like I said, man, he was crafty. He was spotting pitches. He was dead on. I said, man, the Mets might have found one. And we talked earlier, I think one of the earlier shows that we had you on, how the Mets pitching has suffered this year. And maybe this might be it to catapult them to, going further in the postseason. Your thoughts on my man, Mr. McClain?
I saw his debut when they brought him up from the minors. Man, he looked good. And they brought up another guy, too. I can't think of his name right now.
I'll give it to you. Go ahead.
But I think it was a shot in the arm for them guys, man. I think that it put a shot of energy in their arm, and then Peterson been good all year. Yeah, he's been good all year. They need their stars to get to 5 finish 5, man. If they get 5, the back end of the bullpen is fine. I mean, Lord, what Diaz is doing this year has been incredible. A lot of people's not talking about him, but Edwin Diaz has been incredible this year. They have the back end solidified. It's just the front was just struggling, and I think these young kids coming up has put a shot in the arm for them, man. And hopefully they can ride it out. But I don't know how much you're going to depend on them in the postseason. That you probably put them both in the bullpen, in my opinion. But we'll see. Yeah. You might need them to start at least one game, but at the end of the day, I think that it do solidify their bullpen even more. You got some short arms and some long arms in the bullpen now. So the pitching is going to be. I think the pitching is going to be okay. I think they're going to be okay. I don't think that it'll be. The team is good enough right now to catch the Phillies. I think the Phillies done turned it on. And I think it might be a wrap for us the East, but I think they'll unfortunately hold back the Reds from the wild card, so they'll be fine, So, but yeah, they'll get in, man. And once they get in, they gonna be dangerous because they got the bats, man. They got the bats. They can make noise.
Here you go, Jonah Tongue is not. Go ahead.
Yeah, Jonah Tongue. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Like you said, Al, in the back of the bullpen, man, they got I think 3 dudes with an ERA under 2. So
they solidified, man.
Yeah, so they all right.
For every matchup, they got lefties, got righties, got power, you got control, you got everything under them. They're fine, man. They got some they bullpen on. They got some great stuff.
They got a player that plays well in Soto in the playoffs. Like in the playoffs,
that's exactly him and Lindor. Him, Lindor, they like Pete Alonso. They gonna be fine. Yeah, they gonna be fine. They gonna be scary, man. If you look at the way the standings are right now, they'll be the the last wild card in. So the only issue is they'll be having to play. I don't think they will play. I think who they got. If it's projected out right now.
I got you right here, Al. There you go.
All right, there you go. All right, so the Mets will be the last one in right now as far as the wild card. And so if it stopped right now, they'll be playing the Dodgers the first round. That's the part that might hurt them. A 3-game set with the Dodgers is dangerous. Because Milwaukee and Philly will have the bye. And then you got Chicago and the Padres, the other wild card, and the Dodgers and the Mets. It's tough.
Okay, let's talk about the guys on the north side of Chicago, the Cubs. Your thoughts on the Cubbies and how they're staying in this thing and how
they stayed strong. I thought they was folding earlier, but they stayed strong, and I think they're a threat. I still got concerns about their pitching, man. I don't see too much on the bump for them, man. They got a couple good arms, but outside of that, I think they're a year early, to be honest with you. I think they're a year early. I think they kind of played over their expectations, to be honest with you. But hey, congrats to them. I love to see Wrigley Field in the postseason. It's one of my favorites. But I think the bats they're okay with with the bats. You got Horner, and you still got Dansby over there. I like them, but I don't think they're. To me, anything could be happen in the postseason, but I don't think they're. If they match up against San Diego in the wild card, I think I would pick San Diego. Yeah. Me personally, I'll take San Diego.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah, but that CPA has came. He started off the year like incredible. Still probably win National League Rookie of the Year, but at the end of the day, he done kind of came back down to earth. But I think they exceeded their expectation this year. Like I say, I give them credit for that. I think they're gonna be very, very dangerous moving forward from the years to come. But if the season stopped right now, which it doesn't, but if it did, they'll face San Diego in the wild card, and I would be leaning towards San Diego.
And their next couple of games, they They have taken the first 2 games in Colorado. I mean, in Colorado, and then they'll go home to face Atlanta and Washington. So
yeah, and Kyle Tucker, man, he's been struggling. So I don't know how they're gonna get him out the slump, but he still plays a major part in a postseason going forward. He's gonna have to come and go back to becoming the Kyle Tucker that we know. If he do that now, it changes the dynamics a little bit, but I would still lean towards San Diego if they had matched up today. But we talked about Milwaukee, so nobody's catching them. So they fought though. They made it closer, closer than I expected. But I think it's a wrap as far as the NL Central goes.
Well, let's talk about let me go back over to the American League. The Detroit Tigers.
Yes.
The best record in the American League. Your thoughts on the Tigers as they keep on going? The Tigers are 5-5 in their last 10.
Mm-hmm.
They still have the best record in the American League, 1 game over the Blue Jays.
Timely hitting and Scooble. That's how you describe Detroit. Timely hitting and Scooble. If you have to match up Scooble, I mean, I know you're not as a competitor going to put an L down, but you, in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, we might not win this one. But when they face up in the postseason, man, if you get Scooble, somehow you get Scooble, I think you can win it. I'm not fearful in anything else as far as their pitching staff, in my opinion. Flaherty, Mize, I'm not fearful of those guys, man. The hitting is there. It's timely hitting. It's not no big bats, Torkelson, Riley Green, they pretty good. I like them. They're a great team.
Mm-hmm.
But it's timely hitting and Scooble, the way I describe Detroit Tigers, and good management. He's a great manager over there. AJ Hinch.
Yeah,
I like him. I know a lot of people, look down upon him because the situation what happened in Houston, but I think he's a great manager and great in the postseason too. So obviously they're a threat. I mean, they're number one, best record in the American League. But if I was a Yankee fan, if I was a Red Sox fan, or whoever's going to make the playoff, I wouldn't fear them. You know what I mean? They're not a juggernaut. You know what I mean?
Right.
I wouldn't fear them. But only game you fear is if Scooble's on the mound on a deciding game. That's scary.
Yeah, and I think a great example of that could be this week because Scooble pitches today, and then they got the Mets for the next 3, which means they probably won't see him.
They won't see him, and that's my thing. And if I know this is not a gambling podcast. If you're a gambling man, you can put all your coins on Scooble today. He's not losing. He don't lose, man. He don't lose. The record is what it is, but I'm telling you, like I said, it's not a gambling podcast. If you want to go with the money line, you go on Detroit. You want to go for the under, for the under, because you ain't scoring. That's how it works when he's on a bump.
Yeah, so
best pitcher in baseball, man. And I like schemes, but nah, he's not there yet.
Yeah, you can with this here, like you said, it's you can see it's evident. It probably will be evident this week because the Mets will probably do a lot of work.
That's my point. They missed him.
Yeah,
they missed him.
Yeah, not gonna be pitching. So
yeah.
Go ahead, D.
Rotation is everything. So there you go.
I was just going to say that the Tigers are locked up in the series against the Royals, and Bobby Witt Jr. He hit a home run last night to pretty much seal the victory for Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
And like we said earlier, how I started off, how the Royals are getting back in this thing with Tommy hitting and Bobby Witt Jr. doing this thing. And wanted to point out this other statistic: the Tigers have lost 5 of their last 6 games, and I'm willing to say that the only victory they got in that is who?
Scoop.
Yep.
That's it. I'm telling you. He's dangerous, man. He's a throwback. He's a throwback. It's what when we grew up, you put Roger Clemens on the bump, you know what it's gonna be that night.
Yeah.
We do. You throw the White Gooden on the bump, you know what the night about to be.
Yep.
Yeah. But you got to try to get that game if you match up them in a series. You got to try to get it, obviously, but if you don't get it, you got to get every other one. I put it to you that way.
Yeah, definitely, man. But yeah, that's what we talk about. Let's move over to the joining us. Hold on 1 second. Let's move over to realignment here. Realignment.
Yeah.
We didn't get a chance to talk about it, realignment, but we'll talk about it right now. I got something here to read. Yeah, we talked about it a little bit on Thursday night, but we didn't get a chance to really dive into it. But I'll just read this, and this is from Yahoo Sports a couple of days ago, and they said proposed realignment. Teams would play 12 games per season against divisional foes, plus 3 games against each against clubs from other divisions. The potential realignment is closely linked to MLB's future expansion strategy, which is expected to occur by 2028 or 2029. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred has stated that expansion offers, a chance to geographically realign to reduce player travel, improve broadcast appeal, especially for ESPN, and launch new markets. Realignment's possibilities include placing the Yankees and Mets in the same division or the Cubs and White Sox together, which could disrupt long-standing rivalries like Dodgers Giants or Mets Braves. Some of the cities for consideration is Nashville, Tennessee, Charlotte, North Carolina, Salt Lake City, Utah, and possibly Portland, Oregon. MLB is unlikely to proceed with expansion or realignment until the Rays and A's stadium situations are resolved. A's new Las Vegas stadium is expected to be completed by 2028. The Rays remain in flux. Some of the analysts and commentators point out that while geography-driven realignment makes sense, it risks eroding cherished league structures and rivalries, but the change is often an inevitable part of the sport. Let me start off. I'll give my 2 cents here. Let me just dive into it. First of all, there's the MLB. All of them, both leagues have the DH. It's no distinction no more, right? So my thing is they both have same rules, same leads. The pitcher doesn't hit no more. To me, it doesn't even matter anymore. So I'm cool with realignment. So just jumble them up. Yes, you're gonna, unfortunately, some of the traditional, maybe how can I say it, rivalries that we have encountered, Mets and Braves, those might not be anymore. And Giants and Dodgers, we just talked about that earlier, right? And some of the cities, I've been to Nashville, Tennessee twice. Beautiful city. They're good. Never been to Portland, but they say they're high standard. And Salt Lake City has gotten has gotten a hockey team from Arizona, and they're looking to get MLB, and they already have the Utah Jazz that's playing there when they moved from New Orleans back in the, I want to say, the early 70s during the ABA days. Charlotte, North Carolina, I can speak on Charlotte, North Carolina. I lived there for almost 15 years, and they messed up building that minor league ballpark in Uptown Charlotte instead of making it for MLB considerations. They built it only for AAA considerations. It would have been perfect to me to have it be for MLB specifications downtown.
I don't know about that, Al. I mean, Kev.
Okay, go ahead.
I really don't, man, because I mean, I worked down there for a minute, and first off, it'd have been a bigger stadium, right? So there'd be other things not there because of that. But that traffic, because ain't no major roads in and out of that. Like you got 77, but it's not right on it. Like 77 is right on the Panther Stadium, but dog, like getting out of there would be crazy because it's just little streets. It's like, you know, Tryon and then third, fourth. It's like it's not. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not a traffic guy, you know, like that does that. But logistically, I could say it would probably be, if they built an MLB stadium in the first place, other things wouldn't be there, and they probably would have had a track to take you straight to the subway. Highway, you know, of 77, right? Because it's only 77 that goes that way. So they'd have probably got a way to make an exit or entrance just for 77.
I think You're right. I mean, you would have had traffic concerns, but I think if they would have had that, I agree with Kev. I lean towards Kev assessment a little bit because we see the Hornets when they. I mean, I know it's a bigger stadium, but here's my thing. I'm gonna get to that part. The Hornets, bring in 28,000, right?
Yeah.
And the traffic moves with these. But here's my thing. I don't think MLB, these new stadiums that they're building now are not mega stadiums, major,
Right.
big
Yeah.
stadiums. So they 50,000, 40, 50 to 55, that's about it. You'll be fine. The actual space that's there now, BB&T Bank Stadium.
Beautiful ballpark.
Yeah,
Truist Field, I'm sorry. Truist Field,
yes.
yeah, beautiful. And it's perfect, but it would have been a perfect place for a Major League Baseball, in my opinion. But now it's too late. Like you said, it ain't nothing.
I guess I'm saying it through the view of right now what it would look like.
Yeah, it's nothing you could do now. Like I don't even know. I don't even know why these folks keep saying Charlotte is a prime real estate for major. Where?
Alvin, they lying, Alvin. I'm sorry. Good morning, gentlemen. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh, good morning.
yeah. It's all lies, man. Yeah, and you're right that everything is already in place right now.
It's over.
And it's over. So unless you're going to knock down some more buildings, which I doubt it, they're not going to. They know what you going to do. I mean, you pretty much cemented everything right there. So you kind of stuck, and I don't see them doing the additions or stuff like that.
Way.
So
I'm not going to bag on Charlotte, but Charlotte is definitely another place of forward thinking. As far as that is concerned, they kind of do things for right now, and
no,
it's not. No, I'm not.
It's not about bagging. Yeah.
It would have been a great thing to have because you would have had like kind of a sports triangle if you did it that way.
Yeah, I'm not bad, man. I just think the folks who's speaking on it don't know the landscape of Charlotte.
Yeah. The thing
That's
is,
all
like,
I'm saying.
You would have had like a baseball stadium, and to the right of that, 2-3 blocks over, football stadium, and then to the left of that, 4, 5, 10 blocks over, basketball stadium. But they only thought of the minor league team, and they built that, and it fits there. It fits there. But I used to go to work.
Had they just left it alone? I'm sorry, do you got it?
I used to go to work in Wells Fargo on Tryon, and I parked my car across the street from the stadium and that parking deck over there, the baseball stadium, in between the baseball and the football. And I would walk, and I'd say, yeah, man, if this place ever had I was always thinking if it was like a bigger stadium, or even if BB&T was packed out, what it would look like to get in and out of there, because they would have good games, and I would just go to the game instead of going home because the traffic was crazy. Like you couldn't get out of there to go home, so I just walk over there, sit down, and watch the game. Pay my little pittance and get in and watch the game, because it'd just be easier to watch the game and drive home than get on 77 when they had an early game, and people trying to get out of work 4, 5, 6 o'clock. It was nuts. It's absolutely crazy. So, I watched games because of that. Sorry guys, not that I hated the minor league team, but it was just that I really
it's phenomenal where they put it at. I mean, they got the highest attendance in baseball in AAA. Like it's packed every night.
Mm-hmm. It's packed.
It's like Kev said, it's a beautiful ballpark. Man.
But had they have a little bit of forward thinking back in the day before they just they tore down the Coliseum off of Tyrola. And
well, there you go. I know where you're going.
Then we wouldn't have to worry about traffic because you got 85, 77, and there you go. You good to go.
And you had this is for my Charlotte people that know. Sorry for those that and you had the interest for Tyrola Road was already set up to go east and west. The east, they can traverse it, they can do the traffic. I know because I used to do traffic out there.
So that's all I'm saying about so that's what I'm saying. They keep on entertaining Charlotte, Charlotte, and I know good and well they're not going to do it.
No, it's not a go in Charlotte. Yes, we're telling you on this show it's not a go in Charlotte because we got people on this panel, the four of us, who have lived in Charlotte. I don't live there anymore, but I lived there long enough to know. And I've done with the dealt with the logistics that it's not possible. Al, to your point, Spectrum Arena, 17,500.
Okay, gotcha.
And like you said, the traffic is there too. Traffic was never an issue because the parking lots were spread out. They don't have a centralized parking deck. The parking lots are spread out through Uptown, and some people take the train, take the what is the light rail, or they'll drive in, and you find parking. And just that's just what it is. So
for every major league team, ideal setup is, I don't know if you guys ever been to Atlanta, Truist Field in Atlanta. That's what they want. That's what everybody wants. You want the actual field, which is nice, the stadium, right, but everything that's surrounding it, which is which they call the Battery in Atlanta. And you got the restaurants, the bars, the shopping, everything is there. Hotel is there. You could just stay there, and we don't have that infrastructure to create that in Charlotte. There's no way.
Yeah. Well, like D-Dub said, they had some forward thinking.
It's possible. Yeah.
They tore down the Coliseum and probably they had enough land out there to put a MLB baseball stadium out there. Probably maybe 35,000. Like you said, Al, they're not building mega stadiums no more with 70,000 for MLB. They're building it just for 30, 40,000 sweet spot. Let me get back to some of the other points here. They were saying. So let's talk about the DH rule and how some of the and I would want to say I'm an old school guy when it comes to some things when it comes to history and all that stuff, man. But they both leagues have the DH rule, and so it doesn't even matter no more, right?
No,
it doesn't even matter. The managers have to manage less, so why not just mix it up? I'll be cool with playing the Mets 12 times a year, establishing a new rivalry, playing the Phillies, the Yankees playing the Phillies 12 times a year. That would be dope. Making some new rivalries.
I agree with you on that, but I like the setup. I mean, that I sent you through the your text message.
Yeah,
the one from the Athletic, Stephen Nesbitt. You still can have the American League. You still have the NL. Once you pull it up, you'll be able to see it. You still could keep the traditional rivalries, everything. So the way he got it broke down, he still have the NL East, but it has New York, Philly, Pittsburgh, and Washington, right? And then the AL East, he's have Boston, Baltimore, Yankees, and Toronto. So you just moving pieces around, right? But so he's still keeping the tradition alive. Well, once you pull it up, it'd be better.
Go ahead. I got
easier to understand. So therefore, you have the two new teams he have in Nashville / Raleigh, and then he has Salt Lake City / Portland. So either other. So therefore, you got a new team in the West and a new team down south. And like we already said, it's not going to be Charlotte. So it's going to either be a Nashville, which I think that's perfect spot. And I think they're ready for it. And he has Raleigh, which is not going to be an option, I don't think either. But I think it'd be Nashville and Salt Lake City, in my opinion. But he kept it to the point that we still keep the traditional rivalries alive. And therefore, that Yankees and that Mets in the same division is not, a possibility.
But like you said, they put Nashville in the NL South. And who else they said? So
Nashville, and you basically you switch Tampa Bay to the National League now,
right?
And you threw Colorado in the American League. So Colorado's in the AL South, and then you have the NL South: Tampa Bay, Nashville, Miami, and Atlanta. So it's a good layout. That's the best layout I have seen, in my opinion.
Gotcha. Anybody else seen anything as far as any other leagues? D-Dubs, your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm getting back to that realignment. I think it's I'm okay if I don't see the Mets play Atlanta. I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not really bothered by some of this stuff. I think Major League Baseball is really trying to spice it up. So they trying their best, man. Because even though I don't think they have a problem drawing fans, but I think it's just they just want to spice it up a little bit, make some changes. They've been rocking with the same thing for a while, so I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
Yes.
That would be kind of cool. I mean, now I'll be like, I'm intrigued with the Mets, the two New York teams in the same division. That would be pretty cool there. But
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just for the region. That's probably just for the region. That region would be okay with it, but you know, other regions would be like, they're not really feeling all that New York stuff.
Nah,
Yeah.
got you.
But I think it's a beneficial for overall for the traveling, far as the players, and then I think let's call it spade a spade. It's a money grab.
Oh yeah,
So you got all of
Yes,
these.
sir.
You got two divisions. Two conferences basically. You got four divisions. So you're gonna have so many different TV packages to offer these streaming networks and these networks. These TV networks. It's a money grab, man. But I understand it. It's a business, right? So
Yeah.
I get it.
absolutely.
So it's almost equivalent to like when CBS got what was it? At one point they had the AFC package as far as football, and Fox had the NFC package. Now baseball can kind of do the same thing on their end. Yeah, and like you say, if somehow, some way you got the Yankees and the Mets, if they go that route in the same division, you selling that division to, I don't know, Amazon for, I don't know, probably $1 billion of the way the money is rolling right now. So
For
yeah,
sure.
I understand it though. Yeah.
I do know if with the Athletic, their lineup, the Braves would probably have they'd be like the old Patriots.
Yeah.
Where like their division
Yeah.
is
It's
just
a weak
bad, right?
division.
And they just Atlanta, who's winning the NL
Atlanta.
South?
Yeah.
Atlanta.
It's a weak division. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be Miami, Nashville, or
Yeah.
Nashville. Let's just say Nashville and Tampa Bay. So unless Tampa Bay
Yeah.
or Miami kind of from the front office get their crap together, and I think we could also implement, which they did not talk about. If you're going to do this, then we got to have that, as Dan says, that bottom, right? So you got to spend at least as an owner this much money on your team every year.
Correct,
At
D.
least,
That's the only way that this
right?
works.
So
If they don't, put the
because the reality,
no, if
good,
they don't put some type of
good.
parameters around them to force these guys to spend money and make a competitive team, you shouldn't be selling off and sell off if needed if you're trying to do something for the team. But this how I feel about teams not being able to compete. I don't like it at all. So good.
So go ahead. I was saying I agree. And if we take that back to what Al is saying, this is a money grab, then you can't tell me you ain't got no money, right?
Yeah.
This is because every team is going to make money off these realignments, right? So it's like, listen, guys, if that's the case, at minimum, you got to spend this much money on players every year, right? To get, we're not telling you that because what the penalty is for going over, right? But as far as just you guys having the bottom where you have to spend, everybody's going to have one. The rest of Atlanta is going to win every year. The NL North is going to be kind of competitive, like because it's Chicago, Cincinnati, Milwaukee, St. Louis. The West is going to be competitive. They're going to have Arizona, Los Angeles, San Diego, and San Francisco. NL East, Mets, Phillies, Pittsburgh, Washington. Now, Washington, for the most part, is a competitive team. Most years, it's just not this one. So, that's kind of what I'm looking at. If you do it, you have to do the other thing as well.
No, I agree. As what's on the horizon is that new TV deal, and that's coming. And with rumors, quote unquote rumors, that ESPN with their new direct to consumer package they got right now. That you've seen them buy WWE already. They done bought who else? The Red Zone, NFL Red Zone, NFL Net, the whole thing basically. And now the rumor is they finna buy MLB TV, not the network, but TV. Actually, what I have that you can watch every single game. So that money, that package, I should say, is probably going to be crazy. And then NBC is bidding for the actual national TV package, what ESPN had as far as Sunday night baseball and Wednesday night baseball per se. NBC is, bidding for that package. So when they say
the game of the week,
so when they say bidding, you know what that means.
Right.
It's plenty offers on the table. So therefore, like you guys were just mentioning, it's no excuse with this TV pack, this new TV package that's about to come forward. It's no excuse for you to say you don't have no money going forward. It's getting ridiculous. Yeah. It's getting ridiculous. Like the Pirates should be ashamed of this. But go ahead.
Absolutely, man. Yo, I'm just saying. So give it back to D's point, and you're right. The Pirates, that's just a minor league team within Major League Baseball that just sells the, trade off. They same thing with the Tampa Bay, Miami. Even though they for some reasons they end up winning titles. They put together. They got young talent but they don't want to pay them guys. So this is crazy, man. Because yeah, you'll have a division with Atlanta, Tampa Bay, Miami. Who else would if you get one in Nashville, that would be
right. Yeah.
Well, the AL West, you'll have to tell the A's no more of this not spending, right? I mean, and we would assume that they wouldn't because they're going to be in Las Vegas, but just to make sure, right? The Angels, look, guys, and I know you guys have been probably the most snake-bitten team in the last, Trout's been hurt. You lose a pitcher to drug overdose. You got a bunch of things going on with the Angels, Salt Lakes, or Portland. I would say Portland because they would do a dome when they would be up there with the Mariners, and that would be kind of a rivalry if the new team gets good in the next century. But that's going to be the Mariners League, essentially, because they're going to be the most.
Yeah, but Angels don't never have a problem spending money. They just have a problem spending the money on the wrong person.
They just
that's their issue. Right. They've been. I mean, do you spend that type of money on Albert Pujols at the back end?
Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started, Albert.
Come on, Al, don't do that.
It was just ridiculous. They just.
That's a trick warning for this.
Alvin, the guys will let you know, man. I am not for these long-term deals and a whole bunch of money, man. That doesn't even make sense to me, especially when they when they over the hill. You know what I'm saying? It's different if you're able to recognize the talent when the potential. You see the potential, recognize it then, and then give them the money. Then I understand some of them don't want to do that, but I'd rather do it then than to give him when he's in his late. Mid 30s, and then you talk about a 10 to 15 year contract. That is insane to me.
I'm telling you, it's the strongest union in sports, man. It's the Major League MLB Players Union. It's ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
How they continue to get these long deals. I'm with you on that. I agree. By the way,
they're the strongest union in the
planets.
There's no, but like you say, so if you can do that. Then I don't have a problem with them realigning, but the reality is that if we were to say the fans had a vote in this, I'm sure the fans would vote on this. Well, maybe they're not because they don't.
No, they don't care about what we say.
But yeah, but if there was a vote, I would have a vote saying, "Listen, okay, we can do all this, but y'all got to spend X amount of $1 million a year on salary."
Have to. I agree with you.
Can't go.
I agree with both of y'all on that part. Yeah.
But if you do, then we'll take some money out the TV deal.
Yeah, I agree both of you. That's all. And I think with this new TV package, it's going to take away a lot of the regional TV packages. I mean, of course, you still have the Yes Network and what's the Boston one, Nesson and all of that, but they grandfather in. But these regional TV packages are going to be they're going to be out of the way in a little bit, man. You're gonna have to actually get that ESPN app or whatever if you want to watch your local guys, perform on every basic night. So it's gonna be interesting, man. But it's gonna be a lot of money involved with it, man. A lot of money.
I got something scrolling down at the bottom, and I'll just read it. It says to watch MLB games on television, a full season subscription to MLB.TV, which provides out-of-market games, costs $139.99 to $149.99 per season. If you want local games without blackouts, you may need a team-specific local sports network like TV, or a bundle from a live TV streaming service like Fubo. Did I say Fubo? Fubo, excuse me, or Hulu. And live TV, a single TV MLB TV package is also available for $119.99.
Yeah, so I have to be transparent about that. I have MLB TV, like you just mentioned. So I paid $120, $129 the whole year, right? So the beginning of the year, beginning of spring training, I just paid. So that covers me for the whole year. So therefore I could watch every game but the Reds and the Braves. They blacked out.
Wow.
So for me to watch the Reds or the Braves, I have to get FanDuel. And that's $22 a month each month. So that's how that works.
I think it's still to the
Wait a minute. So Al, so they blacked out because they're not selling out, or
you local.
Local. They're considered
Local.
proximity. They're considered local. Yeah, Cincinnati markets and the
Gotcha. Okay, yeah. All right, okay. I follow.
considered local due to the proximity of Charlotte.
Gotcha.
So they blacked out on the MLB network. So therefore, for me to watch the Braves, which I don't really care too much to watch, but I got to watch my Reds. I have to get the FanDuel app.
And that's what people are complaining in other sports also about some of these streaming services. I work with one of my dudes, man. He's a huge Miami Heat fan down this way. And he was saying, yo, I got the Bally's thing. I got the but now I got to get another subscription to watch the Heat. I said, man.
Yeah, because Bally's used to FanDuel bought out Bally's.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
So
it's wild just to watch baseball, man. You know, it's crazy.
So 22 times, what's that? How many months baseball? 6?
6.
So we're talking 6 times 2 is 120. So that's another almost, let's say 150.
Only good thing about that one now, we out the race, so I could cancel it. You see what I'm saying? So you could cancel that one. Like the MLB patch, they take your money. It's over. You know. If you have a team that you following for $22 money, you know you might be out the race in 3 months. You can go ahead and cancel that subscription. Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you're still to the good on baseball because we noted on Thursday night. What did we say about football? Football can run you between 500.
Yeah. Now, comparable to football, it's not even close. Football's crazy, man.
It's 500 to almost 1,000 this year.
Football's crazy.
That's what we quoted the other night. We found on the internet, and football's crazy, man. We might need to do a deep dive into sports and broadcasting and stuff like that, man. I find it very fascinating how.
No, I find it insane, Kevin. I find it that they're trying to price the man out. They're trying to price the guy, the middle guys out. And I mean, either you have it, you don't have it, and it's kind of it's foul, man. Because some of the people who don't have it are the most loyal supporters coming out to see them. And then I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like the way it's going. But
Because football you got to have Prime, Netflix.
We did a rundown. Yeah, Prime, Netflix, Peacock. Who else? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's crazy.
I was like, yo, the first game of the year is going to be on Peacock only?
Yes, sir.
And then the Friday game is the Chargers and the Chiefs. And I know that's on Netflix. Yeah. Yeah, that's wild, man. But I'm with you, man. I don't like it at all. Yeah, it's we're getting phased out, man. It used to be a day you just turn on your TV and the games was on, but them days are over. Yeah.
Dude's gonna be named Bootleg out there. What's your name? Bootleg.
No, man. And that's what it is, man. I mean, again, they really is the fans. People don't care. They don't care. They sit here and disrespect the fans.
Oh, yeah.
So
And now the NBA is going down that road, right?
Oh yeah.
I seen the way they rolled out the other day. They package that's crazy.
Yeah, they doing the same thing. Everybody going to this streaming platforms.
The weird thing that's going to happen is they're going to see that what they'll do is people will either shit or get off the pot.
Agree.
And depending on what happens will change what sports is about. Because if people just at some point say, you know what, I'm just not going to watch no basketball. I'll hear the score on whatever they look at to get their sports news. We'll get the score there, whatever. And just keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, like Daryl said, some folks can afford it and they'll do it. And, they'll just say, whatever they pay up front.
I think you're right, except when it comes to football. Everything you're saying is totally correct. But
I was going to get to
that. Football.
I was going to get to that, Al, because I think football becomes almost like a religion to people, and people will go into debt to watch these games.
It's true. I know. I'm laughing because it sounds crazy.
People will go into debt.
Yes, it's the only sport. It's the only sport that replaced church.
Yeah, it's church.
Yo, Al, that's crazy.
There's no other church.
You're so right though.
And don't sleep on college football. I sat.
Football period, dog. Just the sport becomes a religious experience.
The only sport that can replace church.
They will absolutely positively.
I have a friend as a pastor, and his attendance changes when football season starts.
So September.
Period. Yeah.
Yo, football stat tracker for church, man. Yo.
Yeah. It changes. Yeah.
But that said, we always say, like, the reality is that there still will be a local, hopefully for at least the next few years, a local TV market for baseball. So thanks to 2028, they said until at least until the stadiums are done. So we'll see what happens, man. But I will continue to watch what I can when I can.
Let me share this with you before we get out of here. This is what was said on Thursday night with our main man Ryan. Hold on,
man. And not all right. Yeah. All right, fellas. I'm done, bro. I'm done betting.
You gotta get that premium service. That premium service is what they jumped that up to like what $25.99.
You're gonna spend $1,500, man. If you want,
that's crazy, man.
Man.
We said so. It's $1,500.
Yeah.
So we said.
Yeah, because I have a partner who don't like baseball at all, and I tell him I paid like $120, $125 for my package, and he like that's it. Like compared to football, it's just ridiculous, man.
So
it's ridiculous, man.
It's
a religion. It is.
So it is.
You gotta have it.
Religion. Listen,
that's a hell of a disposable income to have. $1,500. Just.
I can't do that now.
Yeah, me neither. I won't.
I love football like every other man, but I'm more of a CBS and Fox. If it ain't on CBS, Fox, NBC, ESPN, man,
I'm not.
I missed the game. I'm straight.
See, I'm used to missing them. I'm a Niners fan, so I always live in the East. So I never really saw the Niners unless they played the Giants. And I think maybe 1 year or 2 years down here, I had the Sunday ticket. And you know what? I saw a comedian that told, said a joke about it and how it was a waste because you're never going to watch all the games because they're on at the same time. And this is before the red zone happened. So, you switching channels back to watch, and it was a waste of your money because you never really got to enjoy a game.
Yeah.
So, because you're switching back channels. So, that said, if you think about it, even that was a waste of money. And
listen, we're going to get on out of here, man. Listen, on behalf of myself, I'm Kevin Award. Alvin, thank you so much, man. Our MLB.
Appreciate you.
Let me get him some calls.
We got to get Al on the live show, though. We got to get live on the
no doubt. We got to get him on Thursday night, man. So we can talk some more baseball, man. This has been great. I'm talking baseball this morning, and I guess sports business and the television side of things. D-Dub said it's not fascinating. It's
insane.
I'm surprised you used the other word, man. So listen, we're gonna get out. Thank you so much, DA. Thank you so much,
guys.
Thank you so much, man. Hey, I'm Kevin Owan, your host and moderator, man. Hey, check us out Tuesday night, man, as we convene back for the weekend rewind, man. Y'all be good, be blessed. Have a great Sunday. Peace.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Sports Chasers podcast. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms and connect with us on all social media channels for exclusive content and updates. We'd also love for you to join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of the Sports Chasers community. And remember to tune in next time for some more real sports talk. Until then, stay frosty.